probably like 6 months into us talking, and he was like, I need you to move to Atlanta because I don't want to lose you or whatever. And I was like, well, let me check it out first before I send for my daughter. So I would go during the weekday and come back home on the weekends when my daughter was out of school for like a good month until the end of school year. Because I wanted to make sure, like, before I moved here, I want to make sure my daughter had a room set up, like she was good. I think he also respected, like, you always put your daughter first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that, then I ended up moving to Atlanta, and here we go, child.
No, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I love that because when a man finds a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I always feel like he will do whatever it takes and move heaven and earth to make it happen. So the fact that, listen, y'all talking for 6 months, he moves you and your daughter to Atlanta.
It's all right. It's all right. Look, fellas, understand something. When a woman is truly in love with you, even if you cheat on her, she's not going to leave you. And I'm just keeping it real. Because when a woman is in love with you, she's intoxicated by you. It's going to be hard for her to leave and let another woman enjoy the benefit of you.
Was the final straw for you just like the cheating thing? Was that just
No, it actually wasn't. I like that. That was like it got to a point where that stopped. It got to a point where he grew up, and that wasn't the issue anymore.
Now, Waka Flocka been with Tammy for over 10 years.
But he pursued you.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah, yes.
Were you like nervous because like he's a rapper and?
No, because I've always even in Baltimore, we go to DC. I've always had entertainers try to talk to me. So that was not. I think I was more taken back from that weekend we hung out, and then he's like, can you come to the studio? And we met him at the studio, and he came out the booth and he was like, you're gonna be my wife. And I was like, nigga, I'm like, this nigga's high. He's on something. And he was like, no, I'm serious. You're gonna be my wife. Watch. You're gonna be my wife. And he was just he just was so adamant. He was just like, I don't know what it is about you, but your spirit, like you just a good person. Like and I'm like, and literally it was just that the whole way through was that. So yeah.
And at the time, were you still in Baltimore?
I was still in Baltimore. So I had to fly back home, and he was like, come with me to my next the next
tour stop.
Yeah, and I was like, no. I was like, I got a life. I'm like, I got a kid at home. I got a job, nigga. I got bills. And so he was like, okay, all right, okay. And then next thing you know, he was pulling up his tour bus into my apartment complex.
Tammy! Wait, so the tour bus pulls up in a residential street.
A residential I live in a little 2-bedroom apartment. And cops were
like, bitch, what?
They were giving what is going on? I thought he was bluffing, and he pulled up on, pulled up in my apartment complex, a whole tour bus. Yeah. We were talking on the phone every day, and he's like, I'm about to come out there, I'm gonna make a stop. And then I thought he was gonna fly in or something, but I guess on the way from wherever he was coming, he told them to pull the tour bus in, and they pulled the tour bus in, I'm talking about in a apartment complex. Yes. Yeah.
Is that when you knew, I love this man?
I was like, he's crazy. I just thought he was crazy. I was like, he is crazy.
I love it. Yeah. Is that when you knew, I love this man?
I was like, he's crazy. I just thought he was crazy. I was like, he is crazy.
Oh, no. Now, there are a bunch of rumors out there that he cheated and all that, but she still stayed. If a woman finds out that her man is cheating on her and she's staying for a reason. It's too beneficial to leave. So if years go by, right, and all of a sudden she decides to leave you, it's not because you cheated. And a lot of women love to use that as an excuse as to why they left their marriage or their relationship. And in all reality, those women were just looking for an excuse, for an out. And that's the easiest out. Well, he cheated. But once a man cheats and a woman stays and then she leaves years later, it's not because you cheated. It's because that woman is ready to return back to the streets, or she found your replacement.
Or it was other little issues that we had within our marriage. But little inconsistencies that I would complain about over the years. But I think I was just the marriage was so strained from um, past stuff. Like you have to heal. I wasn't healed. I was like, I found myself being like, ugh, don't touch me, like. Leave me alone, because I lost the respect. Because it's like, once you go through so much stuff, like the more and more you go through, it's like a scar each time, and you become a different person. Yeah. And I didn't realize I was that person. And then, like now when I look back sometimes at certain things, I'm like, damn, I was a mean. And he was accepting them, like me. It wasn't accepting because we would get into it, but he was like, a part of him was giving like, damn, I deserve that. I done did so much shit. I see why she talked to me like that. I see why she, you get what I'm saying? And he didn't deserve that either. And because at the same time, I chose to stay. So I chose to stay, and the outcome of me staying changed me. So now when he's changed for the better, I'm a bitch. It's not fair. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, and regardless, like people are like, well, he the reason, it's his fault. He the reason why you was like that. Yeah, you can say that, but I also stayed. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take accountability too. I'm not making excuses for him, but like we were together in our 20s. We was together for 10 years. Like we grew a lot and learned a lot. And he grew, like I always say, like whoever he gets with the next, she's going to have a good man. Like, I put in the footwork, damn it. But no, he's a great man. He's a great father. He's a great man. We just, our course had ran, like God put, it was, we met each other for a reason and a season. Our course had ran, like God put, it was, we met each other for a reason and a season.
This is all I got. Women are emotional creatures. So every so often they change. Some women change every week. Some women change every month. Some women change every year. Some women change every 5 years. Some women change every 10 years. And this is why a man has to be very careful when it comes to choosing the right woman to invest in. Because she met Waka Flocka when he was Waka Flocka, when he was that dude, when he was lit. And obviously, the way she describes him, he's a good man. He's also a father figure to her daughter. She described him as a great man, but she got tired of him and she wanted something different. And therefore, she started losing respect for him. And that's why I tell you all dudes all the time, your job is to observe your woman. Pay attention to the signs. If a woman is with you because she think you're lit at this point in your life, in 10 years from now, you might not be lit the same way. And then all of a sudden, she's going to lose interest. And you know what's sad about this whole situation with a Waka Flocka? She valued him as a friend. I mean, he's a good dude. So she took Waka Flocka from being her husband to now being in a friend zone.
Me and him are really good friends. Like, I just had to put my dog down, who we got together. That, I had this dog for like almost 12 years. And I had to text him. I'm like, yo, I got to put Angel down. And he texted me. He called me like, he was like, yo, T, like, were you good? Like we talk we're good friends. We did the signing. He just bought my daughter a condo, and my boyfriend, he was with me, and they talk, and we sat down, like, like we have a good rapport, and it's so much respect there.
Okay.
And that was more so, that was the whole point of us, like, me leaving the relationship sooner. Like, I knew that I was losing respect for him, and I'm like, I'd rather lose. And people were like, oh, that sounds dumb, but for me it was true, because we always had such a good friendship. I'm like, I'd rather lose my husband at this time than to lose my friend. I don't want to. I have so much respect. I don't want to lose respect for him. After a while, when you go through so much stuff, you lose respect for a person. I didn't want that to be us, so I gracefully bowed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I love you. I'm not in love with you no more. You know, and I was honest. I'm like, like, I don't want to be cheating. I don't want to cheat on you. I don't want to. I'd rather just leave. Like, I don't want to become a person that I'm not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gracefully bowed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I love you. I'm not in love with you no more. You know, and I was honest. I'm like, like, I don't want to be cheating. I don't want to cheat on you. I don't want to, I'd rather just leave, like, I don't want to become a person that I'm not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lie. Waka Flocka is a better man than me. Because no way I'm investing in a woman for 10 years plus, and then she friend zoned me and introduced me to her new guy. So pretty much all I did was prepare her for the man that she actually wants. That's crazy, bro. And that's why I always tell you dudes, you gotta pay attention to a woman's motive. What is the reason why she's with you? Why does she like you? What about you she likes? You got to pay attention to these things, because these things will tell you what is her true motive. Because if a woman will get tired of a man, but she wants to keep him around because he's a good friend, it's almost like she always saw him like a friend. And I keep telling you all, man, the signs are always there. If your woman is not all up on you, like if she's not clingy about you, she's looking for your replacement. Once a woman starts showing you that she don't want to be touched by you and things like that, brother, she's looking for your replacement. She already checked out. And once she finds your replacement, once she realizes, okay, I got potential with this guy, it's time to jump ship. I'm dismissing you and I want to move on with this new guy. That's cold, bro. That is cold blooded to me. But I guess based on the fact that she didn't cheat, but y'all were married. That's my thing. So what she's telling me that she married a man that she truly wasn't in love with. It just seems like she married him strictly because of the benefits, strictly because he's a great provider. So then when she got tired of it, it's like, all right, man, he and that dude that he used to be back in the day, it's time for me to go after the guy that I really want. And you know what's so crazy? His wife moved on. And she said her new guy is the guy of her dreams. Think about how crazy that is. Your wife left you, and the next guy that she moved on to, she's saying, I never met a guy like him. He's my one and only true love.
You have a new boo.
Yes.
Talk to me about that, honey, because do you feel like you found the one?
Yes, this is definitely like, he is amazing. Like, he is like he's the end for me. That's it. That's it. That's, yes. He's, I didn't ever think that, like, I know God sent him to me. He's like, oh my God, he's just a great person. Like, he's genuinely an amazing person, an amazing man, like a godly man. Like, and when I say godly, he do not play about the Lord. Like, and it was so crazy and refreshing to me when I first met him. Actually, we used to clash when we first met about the Bible because he's like, I'm a Christian man. And I'm like, well, I don't call myself a Christian, but I believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
I just don't like categorizing myself as anything. And he's like, no, I'm a Christian man. Like, and we would talk about the Bible. I'm like, well, I don't agree with that. He was like, but let me bring it back here. Like, let's get the Bibles out. Like, we would literally debate about the Bible. And he's 35. I'm 39. But he don't play about his word. And it was refreshing to me because he didn't back down and he didn't feel like, oh, I don't want to push too much. It was like, this is who I am. Like, this is what I stand on. Like, when it comes to my God and it comes to my principles as a man, these are the two things I won't budge on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I can deal with those.
How'd y'all meet?
Child at the club.
I know that's my baby.
What?
Man. Look, hey, imagine that, bro. Being with your woman for like 10 plus years and you lose her to a dude who had a section at the club. At the club, brother. Shorty's 39, he's 35. She just trying to have fun. He's saying the right things to her, the type of things that she want to hear at the right time. And just like that, bro, she's gone. A woman that you invested in for 10 plus years. A woman that you stepped up and become a stepfather to a daughter. Look, all I'm saying is this, fellas. Y'all could learn from this. Y'all could learn a lot from this, man. Now, keep in mind, Waka is a good dude. She met him when he was already successful, when he was already Waka Flocka, he was already up and coming. So then you gotta wonder, if Waka wasn't who he is, would she had given him a chance? And keep in mind, this is 15 years ago. That's what I'm saying, bro. You always gotta pay attention to a woman's motive, fam. It's right here. It's sad, man. But let me know what y'all thought about it, man. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But I'm out.
Of course, there's good women out here. It's my fault for falling. If I'm a guy that's gonna fall short for ass, titties, looks, hips, and whatever else, I gotta go for it if you understand who I am, what I am, and where I'm going. Could you with that?
That's true.
Yeah, I know that now. I didn't know that back in the day. Like I didn't know that. I was just trying to make money.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.